Thank you, Johnny Pie. Thanks, everybody. You know what? I just finished. I have a new album that came out last week. You know, over the years, I always write. You know, whether I'm, you know, in the '80s I wrote a lot, '90s I wrote a lot. I'm always writing songs, and I've been wanting for quite a while to make an album of piano songs based, you know, and so I did finally. It's called "If I Was a River," and we recorded it. It was a quick record to make, and there's some accompaniment, no drums. It's intimate, and I'm thrilled with how it came out. And interesting thing for me with this record. So it's 34 years ago. The piano I played in New York City at the record plant the night John Lennon was killed, 34 years ago. It just happened to be in the studios making this record. So it's always a really deep thing. We were I was in the record plant in 80, I think it was, December 8th. We were there for a week. Now I was going to meet John on a Tuesday night, but I think it was a Monday night that he was killed anyway. So the night he was killed, we were recording, and let me do this. And we knew he was there, you know, and we were recording, and I was playing the piano that night, this beautiful baby grand piano. Steinway, you know, just incredible sound. And it was you know, for years and years, the record plant, the history of this piano. You know, Springsteen, Roy Bittan, Elton John, David Bowie, Randy Newman played it live at an event. I mean, it's a great, legendary piano. For me, the connection obviously with John, we were in the studio, I was in Studio A, recording my second album for, and John was in Studio C, and he was mixing. The last thing he played the night before was "Walking on Thin Ice," and the guitar strings. That night we got a phone call. Sunday night, we get a phone call, and his engineer is calling at midnight Sunday night, and he said, "John is out of guitar strings. Does anybody have guitar strings?" Well, we went diving in our John Lennon needs guitar strings, so we would dive, you know, we sent some strings up. I was gonna put a note in with the strings to say, "Hey John, thanks for the music, love you," you know, and I thought, that's corny, I'll tell him when I meet him on Tuesday night. And the next night he came in, and my co-producer at the time, Tom Bonunzio, knew John, had worked with him. And so he called up and asked a favor. Apparently he had a friend in Jersey who collected autographs. And he said, if you have an opportunity to get this autograph of John, please. So we had done them a favor, and so he told the engineers, tell John, I said, you know, that Tom said hi, I would love an autograph from my friend Ken, who gave him the strings. So he wrote, this is like, I don't know, 9:30 at night that night. He writes on this little note, he says, to Ken, thanks for stringing me along. John, love John, 1980, drew a picture of his face and a peace sign. And like literally 5 minutes later, he was killed. And so that we were all crying. It was, you know, like the rest of the world. So this piano, 34 years later, just happens to be in the studio in Weehawken, New Jersey when I'm recording this. So the album was very emotional the whole time making it. And came out with there's a personal quality to it that I'm very grateful for. This is one of the songs, and it's a song called "Lost," and it was inspired by a well-known, famous British poet, William Cowper. In 1789, he wrote a poem called "The Castaway," based on a newspaper report of a seaman who had been washed overboard in a storm. And it was a big storm, washed over, and they couldn't turn around to get him. They were hanging on for dear life, and they watched this guy drift off. And one night I was sitting at the piano, and I came up with this music, and it just struck me, this could be good for, I wanted to write something where, just an isolated, anyway, it's called "Lost." I hope you like it. I'll dedicate to John Lennon. I'm lost, like like a castaway at sea. I am lost. How the waves roll over me, that's the cost I have to pay without you. Here I am, where lions once roared on the land, in the silence of the Lord. I am lost, washed overboard without you. Lord, my arms grow so weary. Lord, wake up, can't you hear me? Clouds roll in, I can see the boats go by through the din. I can hear the seabirds cry, don't know why these waves get so high without you. So weary, Lord, can anybody hear me? Night is dark, and I'm moving towards the brink. Memories pull me down deeper into the drink. I'm a soul.